Stephen A. Smith. I know y'all don't believe me, but I do. And Officer Tatum. I know y'all didn't know that, or maybe y'all thought that, but it's real. Both of these guys were talking about today's state of affairs and some of the politics at play. Stephen A. Smith obviously has a podcast that is not a sports podcast. Like Stephen A. Smith even talks about this, where he wanted his podcast to go into like culture, politics, etc. Kind of all the things around sports, but not necessarily dead sports. So Stephen A. is in the tall grass, as they say, right? So when you're in the tall grass, you're going to pop off a lot more. You're going to show more of your personality, show more of your identity. Let the world know who you really are. Well, Stephen A. Smith is talking about this year's election, and he has some words for the wise. Let's listen to him and Officer Tatum break it down.
Black folks, find somebody from our community that doesn't march 100% lockstep with one another. They a sellout. They this, they that. Shut the hell up.
Stephen A. Somebody go check on your boy Stephen A.
Trump is winning. Y'all just gonna stand still? I'm wrong. When I sit up there and I say, yo, Democrats, all you got is the soon to be 82-year-old incumbent? Why aren't you telling liberals on the left, yo, you need to stop with the extreme leftist stuff on the fringes with all of that woke stuff? What sex you are, whether you're a male or a female, whether you can be a male but call yourself a female and get to compete against women or girls in various sports. You want those issues to be more prevalent than the stuff going on in our community that directly affects our lives, as opposed to less than 1% of the damn population?
He got bit by the red bug. He sounds just like me to a certain degree. He sounds just like me. Black people get mad at me. Brandon, you always talking about black people? Look, bro, do you think it's okay that these things are happening? Why aren't you talking about it? You know, I speak the truth on my social media platforms. I put God first on my platforms, whatever the case may be, and people get mad at me because mostly white people follow me. Well, that's embarrassing for black people, because a person that's telling the truth and that's pointing out the hypocrisies of the government, pointed out hypocrisies of the Democrat Party, Republican Party. I'm pointing out the hypocrisies all the way across the board, and black people don't follow people like me. You don't want to look like a fool, not white people. White people look like they got some sense, because they're not following me because of my race. They follow me because I'm telling the truth.
My man, that's where we meet right here, the truth. That's why we're in the locker room right now. We're going to talk the truth. Y'all been in locker rooms before. Can't come in here bullshitting. Can't come in here bullshitting. So my goal of being in this locker room right now, talking to you guys, is to pull from all the things that are happening in the world and truly come in here and chop it up. Now, obviously, as much as I want to be objective, I got my own positions, my own feelings on things. But like Officer Tatum said, and like Stephen A. was saying, the truth is what we're all seeking, and the truth is what I actually want to shout, even if it's not in my rooting interest. So before I get to them, to let you know who I am, I grew up hating one thing about my dad. And this is what you guys got to understand. When I don't like something about somebody, I don't throw them away. I've never been that way. My grandmother hated that she was so real. Then I started to love her for being so real. My grandmother undressed somebody as soon as they walk in the room. Like, it's before the hello, she breaking you down. I'm like, damn, grandma, where the pleasantries at? My dad, no matter what I did, he was like, so give me the truth. Give me the facts. He never kept me first in rooting interest. The truth was first. Growing up, my dad, I hated it. Like, Daddy, why you ain't looking out for me? Do I get a discount? Is there a discount code? Because I did this, but they did that. You keep talking about the truth. I'm talking about I'm your son. Put me first. Nah, my daddy was a referee for the truth, and now I love him for it, right? So that's how I'm built. When I'm seeing things in this world, I'm trying to come in here. I don't like the phrase safe space. It ain't safe. The truth hurts. This shit, football ain't safe. That's what I'm talking about. But hey, it's somewhere you could come and you're going to leave. And if I'm refereeing it, ain't no judgments passed, dog. But we got to get our public discourse going. We got to get our decorum back. If not, all we going to see is riots and protests and marches and people, all these things of demonstration, but then it's not going to really change our situation. That's what I'm mad at. I don't hate protesters and activists. It just ain't me. You want to know why? Because I'm thinking globally, is this moment on September 13th at 9:37 going to really translate to what I really want to do? Maybe it's a step in that direction. But for me, I'm going to take a bigger leap. So this is what I decided to do. I want people to come in here with all their conversations and let's talk through it. Now, let's talk about what Stephen A. is talking about. He's talking about this political election, and what he's really trying to say is, look, well, no matter what you are, black, white, whatever, let's get out of our political alignments based on race. Like, it ain't black folks. Stop being Democratic on autopilot. You know, like your default setting is Democrat. It happened to me. So my first time I was able to vote was like in Buffalo. Yeah, in Buffalo, I think. Autopilot. Like, I mean, first of all, I think I'm on second of all. At 20, man, what was I doing voting that year? I had no idea. When I say no idea, I mean no idea. I didn't, what? I didn't even know what CNN was, I don't think. And if I did, I was just like, all right, what they talking about? Like, I ain't go any level of depth with anything, but just like, who running? Oh, I heard of him. Okay, yeah, he wants this. Which one about the taxes? Republicans? Or Democrats? Forget that. I got enough money. I'm going to help some other people out. I'm going to go Democrat. Where you going to vote? Democrat. Who you going to vote for? I said, who you going to vote for? Oh, you Republican. That's it. White people, Republican. Black people, Democrat. Then it morphed, right? Then Latinos came in and was like, where we go? We're going to go Republican. And it was okay for them to go Republican. You're like, why? Why is it okay for Latinos to go Republican, not the black people? It was like, what? So then you start noticing everybody you ask who they voting for. I'm talking about my homies. Hey, it was different levels of apprehension in there. You going with Obama. You remember when Obama was running? I swear it looked like a Drake song came out. Like, number one, Obama, everybody banging Obama. Young Jeezy need to make that song. Obama, he probably already did. Obama was like, you can sing Obama. You can go to work and say, I'm voting for Obama. Who you got? And if you didn't vote for him, who was the first time who he go against? I forget. Whoever that was, that's my point. Whoever was number 2 on the charts, I dare your ass to say you vote for him loudly. That's not the same as Obama, not the first time. Second time was a little different. Second time he was like, how'd that go? It was good enough. Let's go Obama again. Back up the charts. Like Kanye, try to cancel him. Nope, number 1 again. And I'm like, damn. But then I start seeing it morph. I was like, dog, it ain't okay to say the opposite. It ain't okay to say what ain't the flavor of the month. So now, you know, we got President Biden right now. And when he was coming in with Kamala, everybody decided we could shoot at Kamala, but don't touch Joe because Joe got Obama with him. He got Obama by his side. So don't ricochet and hit Obama. So don't shoot at Joe. So it was like fashionable. You could go and say Joe Biden. And I remember when Trump ran the first time, and it was kind of mixed feelings. It wasn't as bad as it is now. It was kind of like, really? That's what we doing? Reality TV stars and stuff? Like, really? Trump? And then all of a sudden it switched. Remember that? Remember how Trump used to, like, man, I'm old. I'm 49. I remember hearing about Trump in songs in the 80s and 90s. Then you hear about I didn't hear about any of the bad stuff until he said he was going to run. Then all of a sudden, whoosh, you're like, damn. But that happened with Obama. That happened with all of them. They're going to dig in your past and make something up or exaggerate it or actually finally report it, whatever you want to say. So now you're like, damn, Trump, really? I met Donald Trump before, former President Donald Trump. Golf with him at his club. Nice as hell. You know, people always like, he racist, he racist. I was like, he was doing a good job that day of being an undercover nice guy. Let's just say that. Like, if he a racist, he sure know how to hide it around a black person when he golfing, but whatever. I don't know. I don't know what people are talking about. But I don't believe shit in the media anyway. That's why we here, right? So I just wanted to be open, like Stephen A. was saying. The only other level I would say I want to push everyone to, Stephen A. included, Officer Tatum's already there, is stop saying what they should do and say what you doing. You ever been there? You ever been on a team and somebody say, hey, yo, y'all need to go. You like, soon you hear that, you be like, but what you doing? That's why we get mad at coaches. Every player gets mad at his coach. Why? One, he telling you to do something he ain't doing. What you doing? Break it down, coach. Like, you hit a wind sprint. Okay, you ain't? All right. Tell me the philosophy behind this play you just called in. Because it ain't maximizing my talents, like, etc. So I hear Stephen A talk, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong. I don't hear Stephen A where Officer Tatum is in terms of Officer Tatum saying what he really is. Like, I'm running these wind sprints. Stephen A saying y'all run them, and y'all need to do something different, and y'all need to vote this way, and y'all need to realize what's going on. But since you know, what are you thinking? See, and I hate this because I know both sides. I know the public-facing version of these guys, and I know the private version of these guys. But I also know how the game is. And this is the thing I hate. I hear so many people always say this. Man, I ain't messing with the business. So then I'm like, so what is your business? Mind your business. Don't get out there and start telling me what to do with a megaphone and then you protecting the business. Because when you're protecting the business, the money, I get it, dog, I get it. I ain't mad at you. I'm mad when you try to play both sides. So if you're protecting your business, mind your business. If you ain't, your business need to be out there like Officer Tatum. He an industry in himself. He a cottage industry and his business is out there and et cetera, right? I think Stephen A is getting close to that line. I like it. But I want to hear Stephen A tell me who you got. I want to tell me why you got him. I want to tell, look, it can change. I can't wait till they have these debates. Boy, right now, look, everybody know that Trump is the favorite. I don't know about what margin. I don't even care about what polls say. I'm just telling you, when you see all these minorities hearing racist conversations and still saying, yeah, okay, I'm voting for him. When you see the state of affairs right now and how our purchasing power is so little, I mean all of us, because inflation hits us all. Like, if you got a gang of money, inflation's still like, I could come up here and make it harder for you. Just write that next check, right? I know billionaires talking about, I don't know about that. That's too expensive. What? And imagine us common folk or people who, day to day. I'm at the Laker game last night. Man, look at the ticket prices. God dang. I went in one suite. I went to somebody's suite. They ain't even have no food or nothing. I was like, damn, yeah, it's different. Like, you got this big ass suite, you ain't got no food. Dude grabbed me in the bathroom, was like, what's up? Another cat too. There was a bunch of them. Point being, it's a different world out there. It's okay. I just think it's okay to talk about what you're really going through, because that's how we grow. We don't grow by your accolades, how fresh you are, your achievements. Nah, not fully, we don't. You can impress me with your accolades, but you can impact me with your scars. That's what I want people to start showing. Stephen A, Officer Tatum, show the world your scars. Let people know what's going on. Now, about what they were saying, this ain't no political show. I give a fuck who y'all vote for. I really do. I don't care. As long as there is a place where we can go after that and have something to eat and drink. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who you vote for? You voted for Biden? Who you vote for? You voted for Trump? Why you vote for him? What was your reasoning? Oh, okay. I dare y'all to grab the fork and knife and start stabbing each other. Like, shut up. It ain't that damn deep. Because the country's still going to be, the country going to exist. The world going to keep spinning. And guess what? We going to keep winning. That's how it goes.